We've actually been featuring a number of artists who've taken snooker as their inspiration over the last few years on the snooker scene here. And this is one of them, the works of Tom Walker. It's almost sort of Dali-esque snooker realism. You've got melting snooker balls and lunar-style baize landscapes, the works. It's really very clever. Well, this week Tom has travelled about 10 minutes away from our venue here in Telford down to the Iron Bridge Gorge. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and it was known as the birthplace of British industry.
I knew when I was going to come to the UK Championship here in Telford. I started thinking immediately about Iron Bridge. I had visited Iron Bridge once before years ago and been incredibly impressed by the fantastic bridge. And so it seemed that if I was going to do a picture on site related to snooker in some way, I'd like to relate it to the area or somewhere close by. And of course Iron Bridge was the perfect sort of thing that popped up in my mind. The whole atmosphere of the scene was magical, and the light and the water and the serenity of the place was very conducive to concentration. And I do, once I get started on a drawing, I mean just doing a little brief study of the bridge, I get sort of absorbed in it to the point where what's going on around me, I'm less aware of that. And so I've done a pencil drawing of it just to kick things off, just to sort of get it in my mind, and that's helped me to sort of memorize the scene, and I can start building on that. Despite the beauty of the place and the wonder of the bridge, surrealism creeps in, and I start thinking about how I can use this structure in a picture about snooker. So I've started thinking about using this image of the bridge as a rest, and some of you may know I also like wordplay, and this has a part to play in the images as well. So I started thinking about a rest in Iron Bridge, and that got me thinking about, well, what could be coming down the river under the bridge? A stolen snooker table from Telford, perhaps? Maybe I should have somebody lying on the floating snooker table having a rest, quite possibly.
Well, I told you that Tom had been inspired, and here it is, the creation of the week. Tom, just explain what we've got here. It does look, like all of your work, rather surreal. What's going on?
Right, well, this is Iron Bridge, of course, and what's happening at Iron Bridge in the picture is that it's becoming a rest. And the builders of the bridge have been very pleased with their first construction, so they've decided to build another one somewhere else. So they're transporting these large pieces of curved iron off to the next site to build a bridge, and that means that we've got the loops for the rest.
And who's this?
Well, this is somebody having a rest. He's probably just floated down from Telford on a stolen snooker table, and he's got a bottle in his hand. You can't really see that at the moment. And he's also about to be arrested, because here are the Hewstone police sailing up and getting their gaffing hook onto the table to take him in.
Well, once again, Tom, you surpass our expectations. This is going to be fantastic. I know you've still got some work to do on it, and we're going to check in with you. Hopefully I get a chance to see the finished work tomorrow. Tom, I know your works are selling like hotcakes for Christmas, and deservedly so. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.